first comedian was talking about the how shitty kids are at lying, and it made me think of, I've been doing Lyft now for a little over a year, and I'll tell you a funny story to start this off. So I had this guy in my back seat. We pick up his kid from school, and he says, "So your principal called me today." He goes, "Yeah, I know." He goes, "You know why you got in trouble?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Why?" He's like, "I called a kid a bad name." He goes, "What'd you call him?" He's like, "I called him a stupid head." And Dad just looks at me like in like that mirror, like, "No, you fucking didn't." And he goes, "All right, well, how would it make you feel if someone called you a stupid head?" He goes, "I said, it wouldn't make me feel good at all." He's like, "All right, so what are we gonna do from now on?" "We're not gonna call people stupid heads, Dad." It's good. Like 3 seconds, just like a perfect drum beat goes by, and the kid goes, "We're not gonna call them fucking faggots either." I was like, holy shit! I almost fucking wrecked the car. I was like, holy crap, that just happened. I was like, oh, and so I love driving Lyft, and this is why. And it's called Tell Me Where the Bodies Are Buried, a Lyft story. To the couple whose OkCupid profile said the only thing they had in common was hallucinating, and they took mushrooms together on their first date in my Lyft. I love you. To the woman who masturbated in my backseat on the way to her job at the Rochester Walmart, 5 stars. To the lit-ass guy dressed head to toe as Green Lantern 2 weeks before Halloween in the parking lot of a bar that had been raised the week before. Things will get better, my catfish. I salute you. To the guy who gave me a bag of the world's shittiest blow I've ever had, and then told me to never again think black people don't tip. Haters gonna hate. You live your best life, man. To the Iraq veteran who pulled a gun on me and said that he knew what an Arab terrorist looked like. I never thought I'd have to say this. I'm Irish. As weird as this shit gets, it probably is also what keeps me at the job. If we're only gonna spend 5 minutes together in our whole life, I want you to make it worth my while. Woo! And since we're on the job platform here, I also got a job as a bouncer at Dubliner that lasted a week because they sold the bar. So, all right, thanks. And I wanted to try my hand at like writing like an epic poem. I was like, I'm gonna take like a year and write about like all the weird shit I have to like kick people out for. But then they closed. So that's not gonna happen. So here's what I got from a week. The dub sack, which they hated that I call that. I'll be at the dub sack in 20 minutes. No. It's called 1 Week as a Bouncer. Lonely nights in an Irish pub listening to the over-lubricated conversations of the neighborhood folk. This is the soundtrack of my job. The 50-year-old in the business suit. He loves to talk about the old days when he sold weed to pay for college. I got big, man. I'm talking 3-4 ounces a week. It got to the point where I had to get a second cell phone. I smile and nod politely. I'm dying inside. The drunk girl trying to be classy as she hits on me. She doesn't remember I'm the one who told her she had to leave when she showed her tits at the bar last week. I play along. They were decent tits. The Scottish sociopath. I'm looking for a reason to kick him out. He hits on every girl every night, just sprays the bar to see if anything sticks. I call it the shotgun method. When they turn him down for being creepy, he comes over to me and says every night, "She's a right cunt, but I'd fuck her." Thanks, bud. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm jumping all over the place, and I know. I haven't performed in a hot minute. Who broke it? What was that guy's name?
A real good slap.
No, nothing. You broke it, dude. Who broke it? Oh, it's not broken. No.
Might want to pick these. Try
What about the switch?
I love your flannel.
the other one too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that one works. Just swap them.
And your
Swap mics
tin.
on.
Wow, your whole fit is all
Is that better?
That's better.
Yeah. I've never been accused of being quiet before. My mom says I have an Irish whisper.
That's very loud.
You got me now? Good, good. All right. Irish whisper, here we go. I went to a poetry reading with a poet. Then I had dinner with a mass murderer. This is the dark and beautiful conundrum that has become my life. There's a photo of me as a baby. My dad holds me in his full military regalia. My mother stands next to him in a sundress with flowers in her hair. I'm a mixture of this and other confusing unions. I'm a devil's advocate, an anarchist with a criminal complex, a poet who would debate the need to cut down trees with a Lorax just so I could get a fucking piece of paper to write these thoughts down on. I'm not always dark and hard. If I was, I wouldn't be writing this. I wouldn't be performing this. I would just be. And I can't think of anything sadder than that. Thank you, I'm Aaron Wong.